Gabe, there's no class today. Because it's Memorial Day. What? Yes. From here on out, you guys are going to go every day or I'm canceling them.
Adam Conover on Joe Rogan. The debate that still to this day lives in infamy.
You're seeing folks transition much earlier age, you know.
This point is what I think gets under Joe's skin.
And so if someone is you know transitioning from the age of like 7 years old, right?
You're talking about introducing hormones into children.
You know, working with those hormones, you know, from that age, right?
Adam is openly acknowledging here just how impactful these hormones are.
The effects that the hormones have on your body are like really profound, you know, like really profound. Like we're not to a surprising degree, right?
Joe's not going to let this go. This is what bothers him. He just casually threw in there transitioning children as though this is something that's just accepted. We just scratched upon the idea.
Sniper, what's up, man?
At a very early age. I mean, there's been more scientific evidence that points that if kids don't do that when they want to be trans at an early age, they just become gay men. There's nothing wrong with that either. There's no reason to give kids hormones. There's no reason to decide before a person's frontal lobe is completely fully developed, which doesn't even take place till they're 25. People don't know who they are. A 7-year-old, you won't even. People don't even give their 7-year-old phones. You don't let them vote. You're going to let them decide what sex they're going to be for the rest of their life.
The research that I've seen, and again, I'm not.
That dude is a total and complete dipshit, man. I swear. I can't remember his name, but it's like Adam something. Oh. Okay, let's see how much of this we can get done today. Because I want to start the Fall of Avalon. Oh yeah, let's get some Red Bull in me. Ugh. I'm going to try to quit drinking Red Bull after today. Or at least drinking the regular ones. I'm going to try drinking just like the sugar-free, carb-free ones. Bro, the next 2 weeks are going to be rough. I'm starting the Atkins diet tomorrow. And it's always rough for like the first 2 weeks, man. And it worked. The last time I started having health problems and I did the Atkins diet, dude, I lost like 120 pounds in like 6 weeks. Most of it was water weight. But man, Sniper, you know a lot about tech. Whoa, that was...
St. John to Whitaker.
Corporal St. John, yes. Matt, the colonel is here. I was just telling him how helpful you've been.
Corporal St. John? Yes. Lieutenant Whitaker has been singing your praises.
Just doing my job, Colonel. Sir.
I'm glad. Lieutenant Whitaker's work is well behind schedule, perhaps with your help.
Matt, I've told you. Look, Biology, the work that I'm doing is far more complicated than just building a bomb. Weaver is...
Lieutenant Weaver is ahead of schedule.
Damn it, I wasn't paying attention. I was listening to them talk. And I was just kind of zoning out, dude. Dude, it's been a long time since I've fallen for that road wire shit.
Lieutenant Weaver is ahead of schedule. If you don't make similar progress...
Thank God for the zombies, though.
Okay, what were you saying?
Lieutenant Weaver is ahead of schedule. If you don't make similar progress, I'm going to have to pull resources from you and give them to him. Is that clear, Lieutenant?
Yes, sir, Colonel.
Carry on.
Is everything okay? It sounds a lot like...
Sorry, I have to go.
Yes.
Bandage inventory.
Corporal St. John, this is Colonel Garrett. Report.
Yes, sir.
Corporal, yes. This is of the utmost urgency. A soldier, an officer, has gone AWOL.
An officer.
A traitor of the worst kind. He murdered 2 enlisted men and stole a bike from the motor pool. He's been spotted on the South Rim Drive. The stolen bike has a blue tank. Find him, Corporal.
Yes, sir. I'll chase him down.
Corporal, bring him
I
back
should do it.
alive.
Alive, sir.
We're going to hang him, Corporal. An example for anyone who thinks they are above militia regulations.
Shit.
Who thinks they are above the laws of God.
Yes, sir.
Dismissed, Corporal.
What are you gonna do today? You just I would relax. Whenever you have days off of work, always take the opportunity to relax, because you'll be working for the next 45 years or so. That's where that's where that combat shotgun is at. Let me see if it's still down here. Because if it is, I'm going to go back to the camp. I'm going to drop my shit off. It is not. Damn.
Gotta take a closer look.
Really? Yeah, take the opportunity to relax happier or get shit done that you need to get done. See, look, this is what pisses me off, bro. The breaker bodies are still here, but the shotgun isn't. Or maybe it's inside. Oh, that's right. I switched. I will be picking up this kerosene, though.
Could make something out of this.
Damn straight. Damn Skippy.
More scrap.
So, how... I always see these people... Sniper, like, I always see people talking about, thank you for the 20 gifted subs. What the hell does that shit mean? Or, like, see, why the fuck is this still here? That is still here, but the combat shotgun is not. Ugh, dude, that irks the shit out of me. Everything else is still here, except for that combat shotgun. Dude, those are even still here. Oh, that pisses me off, dude. But what does that mean, though? I understand that it's like a form of currency that you buy, but when like people are like, what is a gifted sub? Like, what does it do? What purpose does it serve? Because I was like, it sounds like they're like paying money so other people can sub.
All right.
That's what I thought it meant. I thought it meant like I pay $20, and if it's $1 per gifted sub, that means 20 people could like sub for free or something like that. Like, but
Colonel, I've spotted him. It's him, all right.
Remember, Corporal, I want him alive.
Yes, sir, Colonel. I'll get him. St. John out. All right. Come on, you asshole.
Damn it! No!
It makes your subscribers go up like bot subscribers. What the hell? What? What is a bot subscriber? Oh my god, I gotta get out of the dirt.
Hey, asshole! Stop the damn bike!
Corporal, listen to me! I didn't do anything, you got that?
They're hurt! No, well, watch it!
What the fuck was that?
Nothing like scrap. No, not this way.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking for scrap, numbnuts. So when, like, if somebody were to hop into my channel and give 20 subs, that would make it look like 20 more people were watching my channel? Is that what that... Dude, I am so lost right now.
All right, what have we got? There you are. Colonel, I've spotted him. It's him, all right.
Remember, Corporal, I want him alive.
All right. Come on, you asshole.
Damn it! No!
Just making this up. Shoot the bike, Dick. Shoot the bike.
Corporal, listen to me! I didn't do anything, you got that?
How's it going? They're hurt. Oh, damn it! I gotta reload. Got him! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Where you go?
How do you add it, though? And how do I know, like... Dude, I don't know how to do any of that.
You son of a bitch! No!
Okay, what the hell? Going AWOL is one thing, but you didn't have to murder 2 men to do it.
Let go. Please. Just let me go. I'll tell you where I stashed you. I swear.
Sorry, pal. Tell it to the Colonel.
You got the wrong guy. It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
I've got him. Alive. Transmitting coordinates now.
Corporal, good. I'm sending a patrol now. Report back to me. Garrett out.
What's up?
Yeah, get him!
Bro, this gun is amazing.
Another bounty. Okay. Okay.
We'll die. We multiply. We babies kids.
I can use this. Fuel.
All right, let's get some fuel.
Here we go.
Nom 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 nom. Winnie! Tom!
Done.
What was that? Yeah, I'm gonna play it tonight. I already, that's why I'm trying to hurry up and get through this so I can play it. Sniper is just over here helping me figure out what the hell a gifted sub is. And how do I start doing these things that make me Mr. Beast 2.0? Yeah, right.
Out here, there ain't nothing but murdering drifters and raiders. Crap, somebody's trapped. I gotta help.
Help! 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 I need help right here! Help!
I got this. Hang on. You want to die out here? Look, there's a camp.
What camp?
What? Huh? Camp? Huh? What? Where? Who?
Show me.
Like you can't see that big ass camp over there? Look, look. Hold on a minute. Hold up a minute. Look.
Look, head to Crater Lake. There's a militia camp on Wizard Island. You gotta find Colonel Garrett.
Oh man, thank you. I was done for. Holy shit! I was a goner, you know. Whew. Thank you so much.
Shut up.
man.
Shut up. Shut up.
Tell him it was
Shut
Houston.
the
He can
fuck
stay
up!
down. Okay, keep running. Stay out of sight.
Bro, he can't see that shit. He cannot see that in the middle of Crater Lake. Camp? Huh? Where? Huh? Where? He can't see that. He deserved to die. Hold on. There were people shooting a really big machine gun at me from over here. Why? 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 And I want to know why. Why? Why? Where? Bro, it's ridiculous, dude. Why? 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 Bro, don't tell me there's nobody up here because there were people firing machine guns at me from up here. So where are they? Huh? Where are these big ass machine guns that were raining holy hell down on me when I was chasing that guy? Well, ain't no way to go but up. Hey, so really quick, this might look easy right here, but it is not. Those ladders are not that big. They are little tiny rungs about that big, like the size of a quarter. Now imagine in like the middle of... Okay, I'm just tripping. Imagine in the middle of like winter. It's like, let's even say 40 degrees. And you're grabbing onto that metal, that cold ass metal, and it's a little tiny rung. It's not something that you grip like that. It's little. So it's digging into your hand all the way up. You will have tough ass hands after a couple of months of doing that. Yeah, I was checking it out last night. And it looks pretty good. Bro, that Deagle. That Deagle ain't nothing to joke around with. Punk, punk, punk. Whang, whang, whang. And I was out there getting them, and I was like, whang, whang, whang. Let's see how many of you guys know what that's from. Dude, I've heard GTA 6 is going to have everything from fishing to hunting. I've heard it's going to be massive. That shit's going to be like 200 gigs. Maybe not that big, but... That's because a lot of people are thinking that it's gonna be like a 44 Magnum. Well, I mean, that would be nice. It would be nice if Sony had a compatible external storage for the PS5 instead of having to transfer everything back and forth from console to external. So I have an 8 terabyte storage unit right here that I use for my PC. And I tried hooking it up to the PS5, and it won't work. It's 0.64 gigabytes, too big to be compatible.
Drifters, oh goddamn it! No, no, no! What are you waiting to jump me? Huh?
No! I call bullshit. I call bullshit. I just shot him in the neck with a deagle. I am sorry, his head would not be there. That's the kind of shit that bugs me about video games right there. If I hit you anywhere in your body from 10 feet away with a deagle, I'm surgically removing that part of your fucking body, dude. Dude, it would have cut him in half. Look. Look, watch. Let me see. Even if I shot you in the leg, your leg is coming off from this close. It's a 50 AE slug. Dude, it's like that big. That's how big a 50 AE is. It's like that big. I'm not even joking. They're huge. I mean, they're not that long. They're like that big, but it's just a stumpy ass round. Bro, from right here, from point blank, boom, your leg is gone. He is not gonna live through that. I don't care how much fucking body armor he has on. It's gonna blow right through that shit. And it's gonna, I mean, it may not go through the body armor, but it's gonna break 10 of your fucking ribs and make you wish you were dead. You're not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm back in the fight. No, you're going to be crawling for cover, choking on your own collapsed lung. I'm sorry, but no. It bugs me in video games when they do that kind of shit. Like, the Desert Eagle is dude, it's a hand cannon. That's where the term hand cannon, that's what it describes, like, the Desert Eagle, the 44 Magnum. You know what I mean? Like the Dirty Harry gun, 44 mag. That's a hand cannon, dude. And they're acting like it's some little casual 22 fucking plinker or something like that. And you're just going to live through it or you're going to hop back in the fight. No. Now, the Desert Eagle isn't the most reliable firearm. That's why they don't, because it jams a lot. The way that it's set up, it jams a lot and it needs constant fucking maintenance. But if you get hit with one, I guarantee you're not just going to hop back up and get back in the fight. If it hits you in the chest and you got body armor on, you just... I'm sorry, I had to go on that little tangent there for a second. Dude, it bugs me. The same thing with the 44 Magnum. Whenever, like you play games and you have two types of firearms, or you have two types of handguns, right? And 44 mag is like usually the biggest revolver, and it's usually portrayed as like the heavy revolver. And then you have like the heavy pistol, and it's the Desert Eagle, or the Deagle, and you get them and you're shooting at people and they survive it in some way, shape, or form. If I hit you in the shin with a 44 mag or a Deagle, no, I don't care. You would have to inject a shit ton of Titan formula that you stole from Bane to just be able to hop back up and be like, I don't need half my leg, I'll keep going. No. Why I'm in school for software. I'm trying to get my hands on DICE's physics engine and create the new models for accurate gun damage on body parts, player included. Well, and you would be doing the Lord's work there, Dom. Because I'm telling you, dude, it irritates the shit out of me when people, when they portray this in video games, because they act like this 50 BMG on my back. That's one of the biggest fucking sniper rifles out there. You are not surviving that. If that round, a 50 BMG round is like this big, bro, it's massive. It's bigger than my thumb. They're huge rounds. If you get hit with one of those, bro, it is lights out. You're done. I don't even care if it hits you in the ankle. You are done. Your ankle is not going to be there anymore. You are not fighting back anymore at that point. You are incapacitated and you are crawling for the nearest medic. You're done. The shockwave alone would blow your ankle off, dude. Like, it doesn't. And dude, dude, I don't even want to get started on shotgun mechanics. But if I'm within 10 feet of you and I'm shooting, even let's say birdshot, because birdshot is typically after like 10 yards or 15 yards, depending on like the length of the barrel and all that, it can be non-lethal because of the spread pattern and all that. But it has a lot to do with the length of the barrel and like how much it chokes the shot down. If I have a really short barrel, it's gonna spread out real quick as soon as it exits the firearm. But if I'm shooting like double-aught buck or slug, and I'm hitting you from 10 yards away, you're dead. You are dead. You're gone. You are conversating with our Lord and Savior at that point in time. You are not continuing the fight. You are not getting back up. Type of magic. Do it. Do it. Get out there and fucking do it. I wish I would have. I wish I would have done something, man. Whatever it is, fucking handle it. Because if you don't, you'll sit around like me one day and wonder what if. Even if it's something little. Do it. Push for it. I hope you do it. I hope you get out there, and I hope you fucking make firearm mechanics in video games right. I really do, because this shit is pissing me the hell off. May 22nd, Pac-Man turns 45. That's why they're releasing Shadow Labyrinth this year. That makes a lot of sense, Happy. Shadow Labyrinth comes out in like 2 months, which actually reminds me, I need to buy the collector's edition. If you haven't had a chance, Happy, go to Amazon Prime and check out a show called Secret Level. Secret Level is, it's like, what, 16 episodes, Dom? So it's 16, I think it's 16 episodes. Don't quote me on that. It's like 12 or 16, somewhere in there. But each episode is different. It's like a 15-minute episode, each episode. And it takes place in, every episode takes place in a different video game universe. But it's like a different twist on the universe. And I think episode 7, pretty sure it's episode 7. I'm almost positive it's the episode right after the Armored Core one. But there's an episode called Pac-Man. And it's a dramatically different take on Pac-Man. It's basically like this young, I think it's been like a year since I've watched it. But if I remember correctly, there's an individual that finds this little gold ball. And this little gold ball is too weak to feed itself. So it manipulates the boy into feeding it for him. So once it gets strong enough, it starts devouring everything, including the boy. And it turns out it's actually an evil monster, Pac-Man, that just starts killing everything, right? And eating everything. It is a wild-ass take on Pac-Man. It's really freaking good. I want to see something really quick, too. Let me go. What day does Mind's Eye come out? Yeah, so this right here, this is based off of that episode. Bro, this shit looks so wild. So it's like an evil version of Pac-Man. It's the 10th episode. Oh, no, you're saying June 10th. Okay, never mind. Yeah. So we have... Really? It comes out on a Monday? That's wild. Because it comes out in 14 days. There's only 30 days this month. No, May 31st. Okay, no, it comes out on a Tuesday. Okay, never mind. Dude, I can't wait for this game right here. Look at this game. God, I can't wait for this game. The age gap of dating. I probably won't get it right away either, Dom, just because I'm gonna try to get a Switch 2, and if I get a Switch 2, I probably won't get it. But if I don't get a Switch 2, I'll probably get it. The age, I'm not sure what you mean by the age gap of dating. My assumption is as long as you guys are over 18, if both parties are over 18, I don't know. Wait, what do you like? What? The age gap of dating. I don't think there is an age gap, Happy. I think it's just as long as both parties are over the age of 18 and they're both consenting. That, I mean, I do find it kind of weird if there's like a 19-year-old and, okay, look at here. If a chick just turned 18 and a dude's like 30 and he's already got the hots for her, that's weird. Because that shows that he was already interested in her, which is weird. Okay? Like, I find that very odd. But I can't say anything because they're both consenting adults. But that still doesn't mean that I don't find it weird. Like, I work with a bunch of 20-year-olds that are like age specific to them, and I'm like, no, I like Diane Lane. I like Cherry from The Outsiders. Because she's like, what, 60 now? She played the mom in Batman vs. Superman. Oh, man, her. And, oh, what's her name? Cindy Crawford. Yeah. But, yeah, is it like a... Like, what are you asking? Like, what the average age difference between dating parties is? Because I thought it was like, isn't it like 2 to 3 years or something like that? There's usually like a 2 to 3 year age difference between parties, like dating. Like, I don't know what you're asking there, Happy. I just assume that anybody that was over the age of 18 is good to go as long as they're consenting. Because you see all kinds of like 19-year-old women dating 40-year-old dudes. Like I mean, it's all over the place. But I also haven't. May 26th. So I haven't been on a date in like 20 years. The age gap rule? No, I've never heard of that, Happy. The only thing that I've ever, like I said, the only thing that I've ever heard, as long as they're both consenting adults, that's. Are you talking about like where people are happiest? Like what do you like where there's the most success rate in marriage or something like that? Like in relation to what? Like successful marriage, family outcome, like successful parenting.
Colonel, reporting in.
Corporal, yes. Captain Curry is retrieving the prisoner as we speak. He'll have his fair trial tomorrow. And then we'll hang him at dusk.
Fair trial?
Of course. Every man deserves a fair trial. And then a fair hanging by the neck until dead.
Yes, fair trial. Then, right, anyway, just reporting in. St. John out. Sniper ambush, oh goddammit.
That's the second time he said that, and there's no sniper.
Something's moving.
I mean, that all depends on the person, Happy. That it's all like, but they're both consenting adults, so I don't think it matters. Like I said, bro, there's all kinds of shit out there that, you know, people date for whatever reasons. He may not be happy later on because he wants kids and she's not going to be able to provide kids for him. Like, I would, if this person were my friend, I'd be like, because all dudes say that same bullshit that they don't want kids. Every dude wants kids. They just don't want to give up that ability to be able to sleep around when they're younger. But I'm telling you, dude, like 90% of dudes say that shit, but no, because the way our ego is designed, like, we want kids, we just don't want to give up that freedom that we think we have to just be able to date whoever. And I would advise them on that. Like, 38 is kind of pushing it for a woman to have kids. But I would tell them, like, as long as you're happy, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, there is no like there is no like rule per se to dating. I mean, you know, as long as they're consenting adults, like, let's say a chick is 19 and she gets with a dude that's like 35. That's actually pretty common. Because the dude is, especially in today's generation where the dude is established, he's got his own house, he's got his own car, you know what I mean? He's not hella immature. Because let's face it, dude, the majority of men at 22, 23, 24 years old are fucking, dude, we're knuckleheads. Dude, we're knuckleheads until we're like anywhere from 28 to 32. At least I was. I don't even like some of the shit that I did. Like, I was nuts. And a lot of dudes are that way. Like, we don't really start fully maturing out until we're like 28, 29, 30, somewhere in that age range. So a lot of times you'll see like a 20-year-old woman with like a 35-year-old dude, or, you know, a 24-year-old woman with like a 40-year-old dude. I know, I can't wait. I'm going to try to get one for the family because my wife wants to play Animal Crossing and my kids want to play the new Smash Bros. Or whatever. It's all in what people are looking for in a partner. Everybody's looking for something different. You know, let's say a 20-year-old woman wants stability. She wants comfort. She wants assurances and monotony, monogamousness. So that's why she goes for an older man, a man that's like settled down, is established, has a foundation. You know what I mean? Maybe you have a 20-year-old chick that just is into being a wild child. That's why she's dating the dudes that are covered in tattoos and still living in their mom's basement. And you know what I mean? Like, it depends on what the other individual wants and is looking for. I'm excited for the Switch 2, but at the same time, I'm not. Just because I feel like the Switch 2 is going to... I feel like Nintendo is pushing gaming in a fucked up direction for gamers. I really do. And the reason why I feel that way is because they are really pushing hard into the... you don't technically own this. You are renting it from us age of gaming. And Nintendo is not just some chump-ass company that decided to get into gaming. I mean, Nintendo made gaming what it is today. Whether you like it or not, if it was not for Nintendo, gaming would not be what it is today. Nintendo saved gaming. Gaming, because of E.T., gaming was on a downhill slope. Nintendo did some weird magic voodoo to the gaming industry and revitalized it. Whenever you think of gaming, it's impossible to not think about Nintendo. They are just that much of a powerhouse. And I'm afraid for the future of gaming. I like owning my shit. I like owning my stuff. I like being able to say that this is mine. You cannot take this from me. This is mine. I own it. If I want to let my kid play it, I can. If I want to let my friend borrow it, I can. And Nintendo is pushing against that, and I don't like that. Because I grew up in an era where... damn it, this blanket. I gotta figure out how to... Charlie! Sorry, my dog is barking at dumb shit. They're pushing away from that. Okay, so I grew up in an era where if I bought Paperboy and you bought Ninja Gaiden, like if I bought Paperboy, you would buy Ninja Gaiden, right? I would play Paperboy, you would play Ninja Gaiden. We would then switch, right? I would play Ninja Gaiden, you would play Paperboy. Ninja Gaiden. Gaiden. I don't know how to. It's either Gaiden or Gaiden. I've always said Ninja Gaiden. And that's what they're pushing away from. And they're pushing for the ultimate greedy future. And it's sad to think that for 45 years now, because gaming really started to pick up a few years before I was born, like 80, 81, somewhere in there. So for like 45 years now, gaming has always been this thing where, oh, you got Mega Man? Cool. I've got Dragon Warrior. Let's trade for a little bit. Okay, well, let's see. You got Paperboy? Well, I got Excite Bike. Let's trade for a little bit. Oh, you got Sonic? I got Vector Man. Let's trade for a little bit. You know, oh, you got Home Improvement? I've got The Lion King. Here, let's trade for a little bit. And that's over. That is like officially over. You know, that's what for every time my coworker had a birthday, and like the coworkers that gamed, because I do work with a couple, but they mainly play like Apex and COD. And that's it. And, you know, for their birthdays, I would always go out and find like a used copy of Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2. And I would get it for them for their birthday because it was like $15, dude. It wasn't like expensive or anything. And I'm not going to be able to do that anymore. I'm not going to be able to go to some like retro video game store and find a copy of something for like $10 and then gift it to somebody for their birthday. Like that's over. That's done. Everything, it's going to be like Star Wars now. You got green credits, you got blue credits. You know what I mean? You got red chits or black chits. What movie is that where they said the word chits? I got 1 million chits on the line. I forgot what movie that is. And Nintendo has done a lot to revolutionize gaming, and because of I think Nintendo are the reason why we have a mobile gaming market, dude. Game Boy. I mean, there were other things that were mobile, but it was like those weird digital analog screens where it was like, and it had that weird ass beepy music, but Game Boy is the reason why we have our Steam Decks, our Lenovo Legions, our ROG Allies, you know what I mean? Our, what is it? The Neo Air Pros. You know, they're the reason why we have the PSPs and the PS Vitas and the Portals and the Logitech G2 3000s. They've done a lot. Even, okay, let's look at virtual reality. The reason why we have the PSVR, the PSVR 2, the Oculus is because Nintendo started pushing for that shit. Dude, the Virtual Boy. Yeah, see, and I don't trust that. You know, it was one thing to go to like Blockbuster Video and rent a game.
Yeah.
And play it for a couple of days and then bring it back. But this new era of gaming, I'm genuinely afraid for gamers. Because I've lost so much shit. Through the digital age. But, I mean, people will grow accustomed to it. They can't take my Nintendo away.
Water tower. This is it. It's gotta be here somewhere.
But, dude, I'm... Charlie! Hey, who's down there? Hey, can you grab me a green Red Bull, please? Out of my drawer. I need to go back to trying to figure out this whole gifted sub shit, though. How do I set up so... Like, let's say if somebody wanted to I guess Streamlabs has like a tip jar thing where you can go. Thank you, buddy.
Welcome.
Are you guys leaving?
Not yet. Mom's not home.
I'm gonna have to watch like a YouTube video. Damn it, dude, there's got to be a different way to destroy these crow nests, dude.
Good night. Okay. Now I just gotta find Weaver's shit.
Dude! Are you fucking...
Catch!
polystyrene. Oh, here's some.
Which direction is getting worse, Hollywood or the gaming industry? I don't. It's hard to say, dude. I think the American media, well, the Western media in general, is starting to turn to shit. Comic books, you know,
Some.
literature,
Almost enough.
movies. They're just.
There's another one. Time to burn.
I mean, it's hard to say.
Just a few more.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Up in flames.
It didn't burn both of them? Really?
Okay, one more piece. This ought to do it. I'll mark the rest on my map. Have Corey send some men out here to get the rest. Alright. Let's get the hell out of here before a horde comes through. Another nest. Burn it down. Yeah.
Man. When you look at movies that are coming out now, as opposed to the movies that were coming out in like, you know, the 70s, 80s, and 90s, even like let's look at like rom-coms and like love stories and stuff like that. It's now like when you look at a love story from the 90s. Let's use this as a because I like watching some love stories. I don't give a shit. Make fun of me all you want. I don't care. Some of them are fun, like Sweet Home Alabama. That's a damn good movie. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I'll watch that movie over and over and over and over and over again. 8 Seconds. That's another really great. It's a true story about a bull rider that was he died in the bull arena. He got thrown off a bull. The bull charged him and hit him in the ribs, and the horn went in between his ribs and punctured his heart. But, you know, the love story they always portrayed, the women as, they weren't like morally ambiguous, dude. You know what I mean? It's like a girl was kind of a loner. She liked a guy. and it turns out that the guy really liked her too, but because of her shyness or whatever, she tried to pull away from the situation or something like that. You know, just something like sweet and innocent. You know what I mean? Like, you look at a love story now, and it's like, girl does OnlyFans for like 3 years, and then tries to settle down. And it's like, I don't want my daughter watching that shit. I don't want my daughter thinking that that's fucking, that's okay. And I know that there's going to be feminists out there that are like feminist men and women that are like, that's so... Dude, like, my sister-in-law yelled at me because I said hooker. When we went to San Francisco, when we left the concert, me, my wife, and my daughter got approached by crack dealers and hookers. And she was like, not hookers, ladies of the night! And I was like, it's the same fucking thing. That's like saying, not drug addicts, chemically dependent individual. It's the same damn thing. And that's what I'm talking. It's not even just that either. Like, dude, look at movies from the 70s and the 80s. Dude, look at your Clint Eastwoods, your John Waynes, your like Paul Newman. You know what I mean? Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Michael Biehn. Like, these movies were fantastic. You know, they're unrealistic, but they were just fun mind garbage. You know what I mean? Oh, thank God, dude. There was nothing like too serious or maybe there was. I don't know. Maybe movies and music and all that shit. Maybe there's always been some sort of like psyop to manipulate the public. I mean, you know, there was a certain German painter that used to do that. He in his inner circle, he had friends that, you know, ran the newspaper companies and the radio companies and like 2 of the 3 television stations that were on. And, you know, he had friends that owned like movie studios and shit. So maybe it's all just... But the quality of, in my opinion, the quality of movies and video games has gone down dramatically from like the past 20 years or so. And it's not even just me being from a different generation saying that. You can tell by looking at the box office numbers. You know, like, look at the movies that came out from, like, my generation and the generations before that, dude. You know, Forrest Gump, Titanic, Shawshank Redemption, you know, It's a Wonderful Life, Saturday Night Fever. Like, movies were good. You know, The Terminator, Alien... You know what I mean? Like, I can't think of anything. Like, look at even Star Wars, dude. Like, look at the quality of Star Wars films. Star Wars was pretty much a home run no matter what. and somehow, some way, Hollywood ran it
Camp full of squatters. You're the assholes who tried to ambush
into
me.
the ground. What the hell is he talking about? What?
Always need that takes care of that one.
You know, like franchises like Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Marvel, like these were all guaranteed home runs. The DC universe, these are all things that are really hard to mess up, dude, because their fan bases are loyal. But where's this generation's Fight Club? Where is this generation's Forrest Gump? Where is this generation's Shawshank Redemption? Where is this generation's Terminator? Where is this generation's what the hell is that? Wizard of Oz. What or the other one with the chick dancing like Miracle on 34th Street. You don't see shit like that anymore, dude. Like, bro, they canceled fucking Charlie Brown, dude. They canceled Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown was like a staple. For every holiday, dude, I did not know a family. That shit played on every single fucking channel that you could think of, dude. Every Thanksgiving and every Christmas and every Halloween, there was always the Charlie Brown like Halloween special and Thanksgiving special and Christmas special. You know what I mean? Like Peanuts was, but nope, it got canceled. Bro, Dr. fucking Seuss got canceled. Fucking Harry Potter, dude, that shit played. Harry Potter, those movies I will always associate with the fall. And the reason why is because every fall they would always do marathons of all those movies. From like 2000, yeah, even in like 2006 when I was dating my ex, right? I remember watching like the first 2 or 3 movies. As you know, they were still coming out, but they would do marathons like the 31 days of Halla movie, or you know, like Halloween, Halla movie, or Hollywood. They would do, you know what I mean, like scary movies or like thriller movies. But I can't think of anything that's come out in the past 10 years that has impact. Even comic book. Okay, let's look at comic books. Bro, the 90s era of X-Men is probably the best era of comic books ever. Frank Miller's like DC era too, like with Batman and all that shit. Like those are hard eras to beat of comic books. Where is it all now? You know what I mean? Even like, let's look at sports. bro, where are the dude? Who is impacting sports like Michael Jordan?
One of the kids
Who is
tweeted this.
I'm not even a Niner fan, but I can look at players like Joe Montana and Jerry Rice and be like, look at the impact that they had on sports. You know what I mean? Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, you know, Babe Ruth, Cy Young, Nolan Ryan. Like, where are these? Like, dude, you would see Jordan everywhere. Even like Kobe and LeBron, but dude, I think LeBron is such a piece of human garbage, dude. That for people to even compare him to Jordan is disgusting, dude. It really is, because Jordan had such a positive light about him when it came to basketball, dude, and LeBron is just like he just gives off this, shut up, bro, like, just give me my $20 million check and just call it. Like, dude. Bro, like, Jordan was a role model and he knew it, and he conducted himself as such, a role model. I don't really know that much about sports, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. But, like, look at the Tony Hawks, the Matt Hoffmans. Who is impacting extreme sports like Tony Hawk and Matt Hoffman, and like Rob Dyrdek and all these guys? You know what I mean? They're Bam Margera. You know, who is doing wild and crazy testosterone fueled stunts like Jackass, dude? Where is all this, dude? It's not. That's why it's hard to say which is worse, like Hollywood or the gaming industry. I don't know. To me personally, it's all going downhill. And if it wasn't for companies like From Software and you know, I hate to say it, Square Enix, and you know, like what Kepler and Sandfall did, it would be dead. I don't know, like, even looking at the UFC, dude, 25 years ago, bro, the fighters that we had, even like boxing, bro, boxing was massive, dude, back in like, dude, the 80s, 90s, and the 2000s. Massive, dude. Boxing was like, for combat sports, boxing was it. You know, Tyson, Holyfield, Foreman, Sugar Shane Mosley. People were. Am I cutting off? What do you... I don't know. Well, let's see. What the hell? Can you guys hear me at all? You guys hear me at all? What is going on? I am. I'm cutting in and out. I don't know what the hell is going on. Where the hell is my game audio? Dude, what is going on? Yeah, but where is the game audio? Okay, let's see. I think I just needed to reset everything. Something's going on. Reset everything. Uh. Okay, hold on, you guys. I'm sorry. Dude, I hate technology, man.